The result of the excretory system is urine. Urine is created from the fact that the kidneys in the excretory system balances the amount of water and salt in your body and takes out blood waste. The kidneys are the major organs involved in the excretory system. Other body parts in the urinary system, in order of where they are in the body, include the ureters, the bladder, and the urethra. Once the urine passes through your urethra, it goes out of your body. So what do the kidneys contribute to the excretory or urinary system? All the blood in your body goes through the kidneys where they are able to filter the blood. The kidneys take out harmful molecules from a bloodstream and leave the ones that are good for the blood. The kidneys are also the organs that keep healthy hydration levels of blood for your body. Chemical signals are sent to your kidneys to reabsorb as much water as possible when the blood has too low of a water to salt ratio through osmoregulation. The reason the kidneys absorb more water is to store it for longer. The result of this is less creation of urine and your body therefore loses less water. Most days a person creates about 1.5 litres of fluid. So what happens after the kidneys? After the kidneys make urine by filtering waste and extra water from the blood, the urine travels from the kidneys through two thin tubes called ureters. These ureters lead to the bladder, and the waste fills the bladder. When the bladder is full, a person urinates through the urethra to eliminate the waste. So how does the excretory system interact with other systems? As already explained, the excretory system is very interconnected with the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system circulates blood through the body, which then passes through the kidneys. The kidneys then remove waste and clean blood is pumped back through the heart. The excretory system is also highly related to the endocrine system. When there is a very large volume of water in the body, hormones from the endocrine system are released. These hormones allow for higher amounts of urine production. If there are low volumes of water, less urine will be produced. As well as this, the adrenal glands, which are part of the endocrine system, are on top of each kidney and release adrenaline into your body. So what causes lupus nephritis? Lupus occurs when your immune system attacks healthy tissues and organs in your body. Some people are born with the risk of developing lupus, which may be triggered by infections, drugs, or even sunlight. So basically, lupus is caused by a combination of genetics and the environment. While there's no cure for lupus, treatments can help control symptoms. Lupus nephritis occurs when lupus antibodies affect structures in your kidneys that filter out waste. This causes kidney inflammation and may lead to blood in the urine, protein in the urine, high blood pressure, and impaired kidney function or even kidney failure. So what effects does lupus nephritis have on the kidneys and what are the symptoms? As already stated, lupus nephritis is inflammation of the kidney that is caused by lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that causes rashes, muscle pain, and fatigue. With lupus, the body's immune system targets its own body tissues. Lupus nephritis happens when lupus involves the kidneys. When the kidneys are inflamed, they can't function normally and can therefore potentially leak protein. If this is not controlled, lupus nephritis can lead to kidney failure. The first notable symptom is swelling of the legs, ankles, and feet, as well as weight gain, high blood pressure, dark foamy and frothy urine, as well as needing to urinate during the night. However, not all urinary or kidney problems in people with lupus are due to lupus nephritis. People with lupus are also more likely to get urinary tract infections. These cause a burning feeling during urination and require treatment with antibiotics. Certain lupus medications can also affect the kidneys and cause swelling and other symptoms similar to those of lupus nephritis. There are two main forms of diagnosis for lupus nephritis. The first is blood and urine tests, as well as the standard blood and urine tests where one sample of the urine is collected and tested. A patient may be asked to collect the urine for an entire day. The testing measures how well a patient's kidneys are working. The second form of diagnosis is a kidney biopsy. A doctor may remove a small section of kidney tissue for lab analysis. This is much more effective in the diagnosis for diagnosing lupus nephritis than a blood and urine test. It can also help determine how severe the lupus nephritis is. So what are the medical treatments of lupus nephritis and what are their effectiveness? There's no current definitive cure for lupus nephritis, however current treatment aims to reduce symptoms or make symptoms disappear, keeping the disease from getting worse and avoiding the need for dialysis or a kidney transplant. For most cases of kidney diseases, doctors will recommend diet changes and blood pressure medications. However, these generally are not enough to suppress lupus nephritis. For lupus nephritis, doctors may also prescribe drugs, including steroids, cyclosporine, tacrolimus, cyclophosphamide, azathioprine, mycophenolate, and rituximab. If the kidneys stop working because of lupus nephritis, a patient may need to undergo dialysis or a kidney transplant. Dialysis helps remove fluid and waste from the body, as well as maintain the right balance of minerals in the blood and manage blood pressure by filtering your blood through a machine. Donors with the same blood type could also act as a donor to replace a patient's kidney if they fail.